Yes, guys, welcome back to the Hot Kopics podcast right here on the Kop TV of myself, AGT, and Doyle. Episode 172 not out.
Wow.
We're good going, man. So make sure you smash that like button, people. Get your comments in this episode. It's actually the first time I've seen Doyle since the horrific passing of Diogo Jota and Andre Silva. So we'll speak about that. But also, what else is on the menu today? The Preston game.
Yes.
And how amazing Preston North End are, by the way. Big up to them. I said it in the video yesterday.
Proper club.
And a bit of transfer news.
Yeah.
Should Nunez stay after yesterday? And Hugo Ekitike is apparently linked to Newcastle.
80
but what
million.
does that mean for the future of Alexander Isak? All of that to come on Hot Kopics, but please make sure you support us and you show us a bit of love. Obviously, it's the first time in 2 weeks we've done this pod for obvious reasons, so it's good to be back, mate. How are you?
It is nice to be back. I mean, we took a break for the right reasons, I think. The stuff that's been happening and Paul Jota, I think we took some time out and I think it was the right thing to do because it's not a story, it's not something to talk about, it's an absolute tragedy, mate. So it was good for us to just let it sit a little bit and spend time with our families and our loved ones and appreciate what we have in our own lives because it was just horrible. Just the worst possible news that you could possibly hear.
Yeah.
I haven't really done much about it on the channel or done anything really. I posted a few stories, but I didn't think it was anything to actually put my 2 pence in because who am I, lads? Do you know what I mean? I'm just a Liverpool supporter. It's one of them.
You're
It's
being
just
very
awful, lad.
humble, but I know exactly what you mean. I mean, when the news came through, we were just totally shell-shocked.
Unbelievable.
I've spoke to you on the phone. We were both crying, as I think most Liverpool fans are and still are. And it's just the most, I keep saying it's the most tragic thing I've ever heard.
It is. It's
You know, a current player for that to happen to him and his brother is, honestly, I don't want to get going again, but obviously I haven't seen you since, so we should talk about it in the right way. But we've got a picture of him over to my right shoulder here now in the studio.
That'll
so
stay there forever, mate.
of course it's staying there
Yeah.
forever. And you know, where do
There's
we go
not
from
much
here?
you can say, is there? There's not much you can say about it other than it's just a really horrific tragedy and we're so upset by it. And I'm grateful for the club that we are and how we've got behind his family and the team are there supporting everybody. We've done murals. We've done all the things that we can do to ease such a horrible tragedy because there's nothing you really can do. You can't fix the unfixable, unfortunately. And this is one of them situations, but we're just trying to manage it and do the best we can. And us not being here last week was one of them, essentially. There's lots to talk about today, but we definitely have to mention that, of course, because it's tragedy. I keep saying it.
And like you say, Liverpool as a football club, as a city, is no stranger to tragedy. You know, we had our own outrageous event happen in May with the parade. You know, this club is so deeply, what's the right word? We've been through so much as a football club and as a city that we know how to act when these things do happen, and we get behind the players, the family. I mean, I was down there on Friday afternoon, the day after it happened, and was laying down flowers and, you know, just seeing people's faces and feeling that energy of we're all in this together and there's no one that suffers alone. Yeah. And it goes back to, I mean, I got goosebumps saying it. It does go back to Never Walk Alone. It's not just a song. It's not just an emblem or a motto or a mantra. It's real.
Yeah.
This city, these fans, no matter where you're from in the world, we do never walk alone and we share the grief between us. And I think the first time, you know, as a fan base, we've had to almost sit there and feel what's happened was yesterday in the game.
It was real. He's
and it
not
was
there.
so real, and it was the first time we've all seen a Liverpool team play without Diogo in, and that leads me on to how Preston were yesterday. And listen, wow, just I don't think they'll ever understand, and I hope they do one day, just what that meant to Liverpool fans and players yesterday. I mean, the songs before the game, this lovely girl sung the anthem of Preston North End. And then she sang You Never Walk Alone as the Preston captain walked over to the away end. Well, it's actually the home end. They gave us the home end, the Kop. It's the Bill Shankly Kop.
I know.
Which makes it even more special.
And
but
he had the little reef
he
and
puts the reef down and he stood there and you could see he was welling up when he was doing it. I mean, talk about class, talk about being so accepting of our grief, because it wasn't their player that died. And I have to big up the fans as well, because they almost allowed the occasion to be Liverpool's occasion. And as a fan base, I will respect them forever now. They've
Big in
gone
football,
so
isn't it?
high up in my estimations, and everything they did, from the programme to the tributes that they laid on, the song, how the players acted. I cannot speak highly enough of Preston North End and the way they conducted themselves yesterday. And as a fan base, if there is any Preston fans watching this, as a fan base, eternal thanks for allowing the day to be remembered in the right way.
Yeah, special. It was. So our biggest strength is our sense of identity, Liverpool. And that's what you're seeing from all of this type of stuff. It's resonating with other clubs. Bigger than football. It's not just about the game, right? It's about humans, and everyone can understand how sad this is. It really is. I don't even know how you move on from this type of topic, to be quite honest with you. Honestly, it just gets stuck in your head, and it goes round and round. I think the reason why Liverpool fans are feeling it so much is exactly what I've just said. We have a big sense of identity, so this team is an extended family. It's not our immediate family, right? We don't know these guys personally, but we cheer for them and we sing for them and we scream their name, and we want them to be successful, and we celebrate all the victories. And, you know, that's why it hurts so much, because these are our extended family. We love them. We genuinely do. That's why we sit here and talk about this team constantly, because we genuinely adore it. So it was just a wonderfully classy way to acknowledge what a tragedy had happened from Preston, and it was done really well, honourable, really super classy.
Yes, so classy.
Thank you. It was great from you.
And watching it in real time, it was one of those moments where you go, if we can get through this first bit, you know, time is a healer. Hopefully after this, it's the first stage of grief, and then obviously you go on. And I have to also big up every single Liverpool fan that went there yesterday. There were 6,000 of them in a 22,000 seater stadium.
Seen loads of crying, and it was awful.
Watching You Never Walk Alone with I mentioned the lady that was singing it. She did a great job, but also the camera was kind of panning to a load of Liverpool fans, and young, old, male, female, they were wiping away the tears. And that song, once again, just, you know, encapsulates not only the spirit and the identity of the city, but also it's played in good times, it's played in bad times. You know, it's the last song at any funeral in my family that happens. You know, it's the last song at any wedding that we go to. We all get in a big circle and sing it. And when it was being sung yesterday, to see what it meant to those fans who were there as the first representatives of Liverpool since this has happened, I've got to big up our fans who, yes, of course it sounds biased. Of course, and it is biased. But I think even if you're not a Liverpool fan, you can look at our fans and go, wow, they are so special. They hit the nail on the head every time when it comes to these sentimental things. You know, even when United came to Anfield a few years ago, I was there, and we all clapped and sung You Never Walk Alone for Ronaldo's, baby that unfortunately lost its life. It's like, I'm so great. I don't think I'll ever be able to verbalise my gratitude to be this thankful that I support this football club,
and to be surrounded
in the good
by
times
the
and the bad times. Honestly, we are the best. We are. I do believe we are the best fans in the world. I genuinely do believe that. And I have to say another shout out to every single club player that has replicated Diogo's celebrations in the last few weeks. You know, I have to even big up Pedro Neto, who won the Club World Cup last night, who visibly was clearly rocked by this, and he said, "I'm going to win it for Diogo." And honestly, words fail me. And we have to, as a couple here, we have to thank everyone that has shown love and support. And Wolverhampton Wanderers, we don't thank them because he was their player as well. They've lost one of their greats. Yeah. You know, I think if you thank Wolves for it, it's a bit condescending. So you almost have to say, wow, how incredible was their tributes as well.
We're all together in this. It's a human thing. It's not a football thing. It's a human thing. And we can all mourn together. And that's what we're doing. There's not much more to say about it, lad. It's really difficult to talk about, to be quite honest with you, and I don't think we have the right words. We'll just keep going around in circles about feeling what we're feeling, and yeah, it's really difficult to say the right things. There is no right thing, that's why. Like I said, you can't fix the unfixable, unfortunately. We're just very grateful for how everything has proceeded afterwards. Very lucky to support this club and to have the community around
and the way that the players have rounded up with his family, with Ruta and the kids. I mean, Virgil van Dijk had his arm round her as they walked over to the flowers at Anfield. And yeah, there is no more words that we haven't already said. But once again, rest in peace to Diogo Jota and Andre Silva. Which, looking at you now, saying it,
it's really sad, lad. I just can't.
I've never thought I'd have to say this.
It's one of them things that you just wish wasn't true. Does that make sense? Like I'm welling up a little bit because I'm just thinking about all the. He's not my family, right? But he's my extended family, and I can't imagine the pain that his immediate family, his children and his mother and father and his wife are feeling. Like, that is just awful. I can't. It's awful. Terrible. Don't like thinking about it, lad.
Yeah. Let's move on then and speak about the game itself. Before the game, there was a lot of question marks over who would play. And obviously a couple of the big lads, big names were on the pitch at the start, including Mo Salah, including Gravenberch, including Szoboszlai. I think Arne Slot has been unbelievable as well with the way he's spoken about everything, but also having that kind of empathetic attitude to his players. And they still went out there and did the job yesterday.
Honestly, lad, I can't.
We're so lucky.
I love Jurgen Klopp, right? Honestly, like that man has inspired me for 10 years. But I don't think you could have found a better replacement for him. Genuinely, like Arne Slot is the way
I love him.
The way he presents himself and the way he presents for the team. He is a leader. He genuinely is. He doesn't tell anybody how to be. He just leads by example. And what he spoke about, all that type of stuff, was incredible. We've already seen his football that he plays as well. I genuinely love this manager already. And I know we won the Premier League, so obviously he's going to make his way love him. But it's everything else around how he handles players, how he's handled this situation, everything. Just top draw from him, mate. Such a classy, intelligent man, really. And I think he said that to the players, and he said, you can just, whatever you need to feel, go and feel. If you want to play, play. If you don't, you don't. And that's a great way of doing it, just letting people feel what they need to feel. And yesterday the game was good. It was. There was a good display of football.
Good watch.
There was one thing that I was disappointed about, and I can't lie about it. Wirtz wasn't there.
Yeah.
I genuinely want to see Wirtz playing for Liverpool. That's like our biggest signing ever. I'm so excited to see him put a red shirt on. So it was a little bit disappointing that he weren't there. But there was some unbelievable performances yesterday, and there's one that I'm going to mention, and it was Kirches, lad.
Yes.
Kirches.
In the second half, yeah. Like a Duracell bunny.
Mate, we found the second coming of Robbo.
That slide tackle on the byline, and then he just runs up.
We found the second coming of Robbo, and he's faster. He's faster than Robbo. He looks like he's got a little bit of a better shot. And I'm not going to disrespect Robbo.
About 10 years younger than Robbo as well,
mate, like, honestly, like, Robbo must be looking at him going, you me, lad? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that, he's brilliant. I think that is the signing that is being sort of overlooked. Everyone sort of has been focusing on Wirtz, and rightly so, because phenomenal signing. Yes. But Kirches, mate, he's going to be good for us.
Let's go through it, right? Because I can give you the lineup that started yesterday, and we can go through the players that played as well. Like I said, when the game kicked off, it was televised, so I was watching it.
So, can I even say the words? I nearly said it. Can I? What channel it was on? It was on Channel 3.
Yeah. ITV. You can say the name, like,
ITV,
other
lads.
TV shows are available.
It's boss when it's on the telly, and MPs, I don't know why you voted against putting the footy on the telly, you muppets. That's an easy win for you. You want people on side? Get the footy on the telly. What the hell was that? Sorry.
And when you see the amount of people that voted against that,
it's mad.
Like, let's not talk about politics on here, because I'll start going mad.
That's the one thing we can talk about. That one, though. Get the game on the telly.
Get the game on, you absolute rats. Yeah. And they are rats, all of them. I don't like any MP apart from maybe Andy Burnham.
One of my biggest memories, right, growing up, was watching the Champions League on ITV. Yeah, that inspired me.
Of course. But hopefully these players inspire us. So, in goal, Mamardashvili, number 56 yesterday. And there was a reason why a lot of players wore different numbers yesterday, which was weird to see, wasn't it? But he wore 56.
Yeah. Wirtz has got 59. Yeah. Kirches has got 57.
Yeah.
They've come out and said
58 or something. Yeah. It's crazy.
They've come out and said
temporary numbers. They are. They're not their actual squad numbers. But the reason for that, I believe, is they're actually waiting to see if a few players are going to leave. And, the squad numbers, because it does reveal a lot, isn't it? A squad number does tell you a lot. I know it's quite trivial, our squad numbers. You know me, I'm
it's true.
Big into my squad
If you get a number 10, you're starting every game.
Yes.
If you get a number 9, you're probably going to
If you're, with
Probably
all due
gonna start.
respect, if you're number 72,
probably not going to
probably
start.
not going to play many
I mean,
games.
except for Trent. Trent sort of
Can't mention
changed that a
him.
little bit. But also, you're right, lad.
So the right back, Conor Bradley, who gets a goal after 33 minutes, number 84. He's probably going to stick
basically
with
up
that
front
number.
yesterday. I don't know if you noticed that.
He was so high up.
Yeah.
So high up, which I love.
It was such an attacking display yesterday. It was brilliant, and he was fundamental, and it was great.
Big up Lucas Stevenson as well, who played centre back with Joey G.
Done well.
Yeah, done well. Was the young player of the year at Dundee last year.
I'm just happy Joe G's back as well.
Joey G as well, man. Like I love that fella.
Yeah.
And you could see, you know, how happy he is just to still be around the place.
I feel like he's so cool.
As an option, he's such a cool dude.
Does that make sense?
As an option, like he never lose. The only time I've seen him rattled is when he picked up Raheem Sterling. Do you remember? Just ripped him off and just threw him down. Big him up, man. What a guy. But Joey G, Simicas, did you see his Instagram post as well? It almost looks like he's going to be sticking around, you know.
No problem.
Yeah. Cool. In the middle, Ryan Gravenberch. Did you see that turn?
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
I've seen it 1 million times from him.
The scanning for me, it's like, obviously me and you, we play in central midfield. Like, when we get the ball, it's like you have to look around 3 or 4 times before you even got it. And to know that the player is, metaphorically speaking, up your arse, as the ball's coming in really square on, he kind of throws the shoulder here, and then that gives him the ability to move this way. And it's the touch is so perfectly weighted. He never does that turn and loses the ball.
Yeah, he's brilliant at it. Like, his scanning's not like ours. His scanning is pure, lad. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. Our scans will be dead quick, right? And I'll have just about a map of the pitch.
You make a picture in your head, don't you?
His is almost a little bit longer, but he has a very, very clear map of the pitch now.
Picture.
It's wonderful, lad, and that's how he's able to transition from the 6th position into the number 10 just with a turn. Literally just with one turn. 2 or 3 players are cut out like that because he's that agile and he's that clever. It genuinely reminds me of Busquets. Busquets stood tall, he was high above everybody, and he'd always be looking, but he'd never be rushing. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, and he'd never show you his full deck of cards.
No,
he might
ever
drop the shoulder and you think he's going there.
And he'd stand still.
And he'd stand still or fake pass it or go that way, but then he'll go back this way, like just an absolute satellite.
Yeah.
And like you say, he goes from like a 6 in that position in our own half. He makes that turn, he's an 8.
Yeah.
And then when Liverpool are on the press and we're trying to suffocate the team, Gravenberch actually sits on the edge of the box.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When we get them moments, so he can whip it out to Salah. So he goes from a 6 to an 8 to a 10 and just stays in the 10.
He's a transitional
until
6.
we score a goal because he's thinking, well, if I'm up here, Virgil's just behind me. We're literally suffocating them in until we score. We won't
drags
stop
players up with him.
That's it.
Drags them up with him. Lad. He's a transition.
Because
I was talking about this about squad numbers. We were talking about weights and stuff. Yeah, and so we haven't got a number 6. Do you know that? No one's got the number 6. Yeah. And then I was thinking about Ryan Gravenberch. Could he wear a number 6? And I think he's like your modern number 6 nowadays. He's not a single pivot that's just enforcing and winning the ball back and then passing it on. He's a transitional 6. He's a clever one. He's a modern one. He starts in the 6. He transitions with a good turn, gets to the 10, and then lays it off for one of the forwards to slot it, lad.
To do their business,
and then covers the edge of the box in case that counters on or whatever else. Because he does win the ball back a lot, but he's just got a little bit more than that.
The way he has improved under Arne Slot.
Insane.
No one could have expected this turnaround.
No one.
And what I don't want to do is say he was rubbish under Klopp. There were flashes of brilliance where we go, wow, there's some player there. But the way Arne Slot has turned him into... I mean, how much is he worth now?
How much did we buy him for first?
30-something?
Something like
40
that.
maybe?
I'd say, honestly, off that back of that season, 50 mil, 60 mil now. And he's young. He's 22, 23. He's 6 foot something, mate. He wins every ball.
40 million euros.
Is that how much we bought him for?
Yeah,
so
but I would say he's worth about 75, 80 right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that how much you'd say? He did win Young Player of the Year as well, lads.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
in the Prem.
Yeah.
He's won the Prem.
Yeah.
As our best young player.
Yeah.
He's won the Prem. And bro, he's 23. We've got this fella, hopefully, touch wood, for another 10 years, man.
I mean, we need to make sure we staple that down.
But he's gone, honestly, he's just world class. So that turn alone, I remember watching it with my dad and he went, Jesus Christ.
He's the only player on the pitch.
When he did that, he went, Jesus. Almost like it was offensive.
What the hell?
Oh
what the hell,
What's
buddy?
he done there?
He's got kids.
Big up Trey Naoni as well, man.
Yeah.
Trey Morris Naoni, right? 18. Where's the number 98? And again, what a person to have next to you in Ryan Gravenberch. He can learn so much off him. Similar build. And actually, when we first introduced Trey to lineups, to preseason games and whatnot, I was thinking, I actually thought he was more of an attacking player.
He is, I think, in my opinion, still. I know what you
But
say.
he's so mature.
Yeah.
So mature.
He loves goals.
Yeah.
I've watched a load of his interviews and he wants to score goals, mate. He isn't. He wants to be a number 10, really.
Yeah.
He wants to sit on the edge of that box and ping it in top corner every time.
He's 180 centimetres. He's
big lad.
Quite tall.
Yeah.
You know, and
that's how he's able to compete right now at this age, right? He's got the ability, but he's definitely got the physicality as well. There's the other lad on the wing as well, Rio, mate. The feet on him.
And Gamoa.
The feet on him is so shifty.
Yeah.
You can't quite pin him down. You don't know where he's going to go. I don't even know if he does.
About him.
No?
The club, you know, like they release videos from training, inside training. Apparently he's just like ruined so many Liverpool players that are like, we can't put that out.
Yeah, it's just Virgil van Dijk's getting knocked out.
Just a little drop. Like, in terms of, and again, he is 16.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's mad.
He's half our age.
It's mad.
Half.
And he's twice the player we are.
10 times, and we're happy with that.
Yeah, it's
as
mad.
long as he's a Liverpool player, go and do it. We nicked him off Chelsea, didn't we?
Yeah.
He's playing for the under-21s. Obviously, did play one game in the Cup against Accrington Stanley. In terms of dropping the shoulder, quick feet, this kid is a next level.
There's a reason why we're playing him in these pre-seasons.
Next level.
To show him there's a path for you, mate. Don't worry, we are thinking about you, but let's just develop. You know, you've got a good, should we say, 3 more years until you can really, maybe 2 more, that you can start looking at the first team.
Mate, look at Ethan Wanyeri.
I know, lad.
Look at when Saka came through.
Yeah.
This is our star boy. This is our star boy.
I mean, it was Chelsea's silly sausages.
Well, Club
because
World Cup champions.
He looks incredible,
like,
mate. We've got a little player there. Yeah.
And again, he should have scored yesterday actually, because he does this move where
he kind of he's cut in.
Yeah, he goes across the goal and
then it
was a really good block actually. Yeah. The guy just threw himself in front of it. He was like, just gonna have to throw my whole body at this kid, and he blocked it.
He's a Diaz replacement without a doubt. He's almost not a carbon copy, but same profile. Super jinky, super shifty.
I'll be honest. Who he reminds me of? Like a very young Raheem Sterling.
Really? Yeah.
But maybe more technically gifted.
I think he's definitely more technically gifted, 100%.
But what I mean is, I think Kenny gave Sterling his debut at the end of a season. I think it was 2011, 2012, when he was 16, 17. Yeah. And that kind of excitement when this kid gets on the ball. And I remember I was doing it against Accrington Stanley. I get off my seat.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's he going to do?
Exciting.
And when he does score that first goal, I think the world will wake up to this talent. If they haven't already.
He really was.
Wow.
Good performance.
Dominic Szoboszlai started. Mo Salah was the captain. And Federico Chiesa played up front in the first half. Do you think, 1, we should be selling him? And 2, can he do a job up front for us? Because there was a moment where he goes in. He's through on goal. And again, I have to credit the centre-back. Gets back and stops him. But my opinion is we have to keep him.
I do like him. Is he refined enough to be a number 9? Not in my opinion. I think he's super unorthodox. You don't quite know how he's going to control the ball. It's a little bit bobbly sometimes, but it works in his favour when he's got a little bit more space on the wing. I can definitely keep him to be a substitute for Salah. No problem with that. Is he going to be our starting number 9? I'd still prefer Nunez in front of him, if I'm quite honest with you. I know that sounds mad to say, but I would. He's not a bad player, Federico. He's not. But there is a little bit of unrefinedness.
But is that because he just needs more game time?
Yeah, definitely.
To get
it.
So
yes.
How can he become more refined then?
Put him on the wing. Put him on the wing for Salah every now and then. That's the way you can do it, mate.
And the goal he scored in the League Cup final against Newcastle was through on goal, finishes it past the keeper.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd like to see a bit more of it. And we definitely... What I think I want to lay out from now on this podcast is when we're talking about our forwards and transfers, we always have to caveat it with there is no Diogo Jota now.
The best finisher in our team, Jota was. Bar Salah, bring Jota 100%. On. Remember that? I've seen memes about it. That's what everyone said. Just bring Jota on. But he's that good.
I can never speak insensitively about this because, of course, we are still in transfer season. We're thinking about Nunez's future, Chiesa's future, Diaz's future. But we have lost a player that we didn't want to sell, that was going to stay at Liverpool.
100%.
So when we're talking about transfers and our options up front, we always have to be a bit sensitive around it, I think. Because Jota's not there anymore. So the second half, Freddie Woodman comes on. our new number 3 goalkeeper, made some really good saves actually.
He
was all right. Amara Nalo came on at centre back, the lad who got sent off after 3 minutes against PSV. Big him up actually.
He was proper unlucky, to be fair. He just went swung for the ball.
Just swung for the ball. Andy Robbo came on at centre back. So at one point it was Andy Robbo at centre back, left sided, and Kirkes next to him. Jeremy Frimpong as well. Yeah, my boy, my friend.
I don't know if I want Robbo on centre back again.
Yeah. Lewis Kumas, tricky player, man.
Yeah.
Very, very technically gifted footballer.
I've seen him loads in the academy, mate. I've seen loads of his videos, and it was exactly what I've seen when he played.
Do you remember his dad? Jason Kumas.
Is that his dad?
Played for Tranmere, do you remember?
No.
Yeah, back in the day.
Do I?
Yeah, you would have. You've seen him. But he scored for Liverpool on his debut, I'm pretty sure, as well, against Southampton in the Cup a couple of years ago. So he came on. Frimpong. The thing I loved about Frimpong, there was a moment where their winger, their left back was really good actually. Yeah. He was called Small, Thierry Small, I think. He came from Everton, was at Charlton last year and caused a few problems in the first half. But there was this moment where Frimpong, I don't think he lost the ball, he was chasing the ball. The guy got it, and the pace, I thought I was watching it on fast forward on the TV. Quick. The recovery pace, wow, we've never seen that from Trent.
He doesn't have that.
I don't want to slag Trent off because
we're not
we've
doing
done it
that.
enough.
It's just the different players, lads.
But the recovery pace, wow,
rapid,
shocking.
He's going to be up and down that wing so much. Yeah. Salah is going to love him. Salah, now you get a license, to just cut in when you want, lad. And if you've got an overlap, you'll have it every single time as an option because he's going to be there. And as well as he's going to cover you if you lose the ball a little bit because he's got that pace to get back. Yeah. And he loves it. He can tell you he's already
so quick.
He looks excited to play for Liverpool.
Yes, he's small. Like obviously, I've stood next to him. He is very
so
5', 6'7".
Kirkes is small too.
Wow. Yeah. But we've got the other options there with Bradley, who's a bit more taller and wiry. Milos Kirkes came on. Ben Doak came on, who gets the assist for the third goal.
Should have been a pen, that, by the way.
Should have been a pen.
Yeah.
I mean, can't complain.
He's boss Ben Doak.
Pre-season.
He's another one. He's
like so good at Middlesbrough last year as well.
He's effective. I think when you're looking at Rio needs to have a look at Ben Doak, right, and just go, right, how are you becoming more effective? Because you were already sort of similar profile. You were jinky, shifty, you could
small,
like that.
quick.
Yeah. But now how do I turn that into effective play? And that's what Ben Doak's done on loan. And you can see he's sort of he's maturing into a man now.
When I look at all these players, and I'll put Doak, Kumas, who else will I put in there? Rio, Trey. I'm trying to visually map out their future at Liverpool. And because we're so good and we've got so many amazing players and we're going for so many titles, I think that might be the reason why not all of them do stay. But when these kids come through, you can't help but feel connected to them and then wish them the best in their careers wherever they go. But in an ideal world, they all become Liverpool greats, but it's just not realistic.
So which one out of the 3 that you just said is it in the first team? Because I know which one I've got in my head straight away.
Rio.
Yeah. Diaz is 28.
Yeah.
Eventually he's going to leave in the next 2-3 years, and that's the perfect window for Rio to come straight in. And if he hits the ground running,
and Gakpo as well.
We don't need. Oh yeah, Gakpo of course, but we're gonna need that cover, right? So that's the perfect time.
I was at Ben Doak's debut a couple of years ago with P. Mac in the Cup. He played Derby. No, it was a cup game, and we won on pens. It was 0-0 the game, and we actually won on pens. But Doak came on and changed it.
Who's boss? But
again, how lucky is Arne Slot to have a look at the academy or players that have transitioned from there to here, and the Treys, the Ben Doaks, the Kumases. We're littered with young talent, and I think the academy is showing us again. Don't forget about us. You might be buying 100 mil players, but we're making the next 100 mil players that are going to be 100 mil in 5-6 years.
Trent was a 100 mil player. Yeah, a player. He was. If we sold him, he would have been 100 mil. Yeah, I know, but he was.
I know what you mean.
His value is probably about that 80 to 100 million. You're looking at players that come through our academy, mate. Some of the best. Curtis Jones is there right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's best midfielder in the world, but he's a very good midfielder, mate. And he starts for Liverpool. So, honestly, academies for me are the bread and butter of a club. You absolutely need to invest in them. You can see
Ben Doak was on, Darwin Nunez, Endo, Gakpo and Jones came on. The goal scorers in the first half was obviously Conor Bradley, a tidy finish at the back stick.
Dom needs to get better at finishing for me, Honestly.
Yeah, he does.
I love him.
Conor Bradley shouldn't be
not
scoring
a finisher.
That goal.
Yeah,
it should be dominant.
Yeah, mate. Honestly, if that was it, if that was it,
scored it for Hungary.
So I just come on, lads.
Yeah, man. So the second goal, really clever finish from Darwin Nunez. Listen, Preston, they're in the Championship this season. There's obviously a big gap between the quality in Liverpool and Preston, with all due respect. So they did make a couple of absolutely criminal defensive errors that led to the goal. But Nunez's goal, I liked it because, you know, he took his time. He didn't rush it. He went round the keeper. And now let's talk about Darwin Nunez, because where does his future lie? One of the things that I need to say, and this is why I don't think anyone can ever stop me loving Darwin Nunez. He's like that ex-girlfriend that you just can't say goodbye to. That's what someone described him as on the channel yesterday. And what I'm saying by that is, this lad, his granddad died, right? So he was in Uruguay. And a day later, he was the first Liverpool player at Diogo Jota's funeral. The first one. Wow. The first one, Darwin Nunez. He's obviously got a skinhead now. He's going for a new look. Oh, man. And he did his celebration. Do you know what? I think I'll love him forever.
Nobody doesn't like Nunez, mate. Nunez is he's like the cult hero, right? He's like the Origi of the team. He's somebody that you probably should be annoyed with, but you can't, because he's so tenacious and lovable that you're just like, lads, come here, lads.
And that's on the pitch. But off the pitch, the kind of class that he's shown in the last week or two.
He's had loads to deal with.
Darwin Nunez, you absolute hero.
He is.
And no matter where he ends up, that moment that he had with the fans yesterday, you know, playing the pad like Diogo did, doing the celebration, you can see how much that's hit him. You can see how it's almost matured him, this really bad couple of weeks for him. And listen, I don't want to get too sentimental and say we've got to keep him now because of all this. But with the situation with Jota, what is the future now for Darwin?
Honestly,
are you open to keeping him? You are?
Yeah, because of
I never thought you'd say that.
The horrible tragedy that we've had in the club.
It's going to bring us together even more.
Strikers earlier. Part of me feels like, is it of bad taste to go out and look for a striker right now? Is it okay that we've got wonderful attacking players with dynamic playing styles anyway? We've got a striker in Nunez. Should we just stick with what we've got right now? Nunez, for me, yesterday had a brilliant game, and it wasn't even a second goal that was good for me. It was the third goal that he didn't score. That is the most intelligent thing I have seen Darwin Nunez do in a Liverpool shirt. That was bright. That was so smart. It wasn't about. He had a map of the pitch, mate. That's what we're talking about, grabbing bits.
He obviously got the shout as well, though.
Definitely, but also to execute it perfectly, lad. Wonderful. He ran to the ball, makes it look like he's going to have a touch, and then just lets it go through. That's good execution, lad. That was intelligent for me. Like it was.
I know Ben Doak gets the assist for that, but Darwin Nunez gets the invisible assist.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have happened without Darwin Nunez. Yeah. But I'm on the page now where I'm like, let's just keep him. Whatever. If he stays, he stays.
Because this is a hot topic. Let us know in the chat how you feel about Darwin Nunez right now, because I think, listen, at the end of the season, we all thought, listen, he's won the Prem. Bless him. Off you go now.
Yeah.
But I can't just see him walk away now. I don't think the story's finished. I think he's still got a few more big moments for Liverpool to come. And you saw Virgil yesterday, literally, Darwin was crying, you know, looking at the Liverpool fans. Virgil just put his big arm around him and went, come here, man. Like, what he's been through as a person away from the pitch in the last 2 weeks. I actually agree with you. I don't think we can just kick him to the curb anymore.
It's weird.
And with this situation, you never know, man. You know, there's always a silver lining, and he could potentially become more inspired and more connected to the players and might understand what we're asking for him a little bit more now. Maybe.
This I don't know,
because Napoli don't want to stump up the money that we want for him.
And we won't back down on that, I don't think.
And we're like, listen, unless it's 60, like...
This is the thing about what's happened with the club and Paul Diogo. Is there's two ways this can go. It can really affect the players emotionally, and it's going to regardless. It could make them be, you know, upset where they haven't got the energy to give to the team, and it's totally understandable. Like when we're talking about going into the new season, I honestly don't want to expect too much from Liverpool. I don't think it's fair as a fan for me to go and win everything. I just
well said,
I'm a person. Does that make sense? And I understand that they are as well. So I don't want to put that pressure on them when they've been through what they've been through. But on the other side of the coin, it could actually spur them on, mate. It could be something like what you were talking about, Neto. It could be something where they say, right, we love this man. Oh, it's making me upset. And we're going to win for him, lad. because this is what we're going to do, and he would have wanted us to fight for this and win a game for him and lift a trophy. I know he was a competitive guy, that's why he played all these sports, and all the lads that come in that were young, he's battered them on FIFA and that, because he's competitive. And so I think in true Diogo spirit, he'll want them players to go on and smash the league. He'll smash every cup that he possibly can, and it could have that effect on him, and I think that's what we're seeing with Nunez, if I'm quite honest with you, lad. That what you're talking about, he's not only has he had to deal with the last 2 weeks, being a Liverpool player for him has been difficult, mate. Our fans have given him so much stick, and it seems that all of this tragedy and, you know, not getting the confidence that he wants from the fans is helping him in a way. It's a sort of mature and go, right, this is what I need to do now, and buckle down and focus a little bit. And I'd be happy to keep him for another season as a result, lad, to be quite honest with you. I think he's handled everything so well, bless him.
He said, I know today you celebrated with me like that time when Jota did that celebration. Nunez was the one sitting over him at the time, you know.
I was against Tottenham, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he went over and grabbed his head.
I was at that game, man.
Yeah.
And I was at that game. So, yeah, let us know. Darwin Nunez, where does he end up? Do you want to almost just say to him, come here, you, hug him and say, let's go again. Let's do one more year. On the back of that, because of obviously the Ekitike links to Newcastle, maybe Alexander Isak becomes available. I think if he does, sorry, let me just put this on silent. It's doing my head in. If he does become available, then there is a really difficult situation to make there. But what do you make of the Ekitike links to Newcastle, and should that impact anything that we're going to be trying to do?
Right, they had FFP problems last year. They weren't allowed to spend that much money. They've spent 50-something million on Alanga, yeah?
55, yeah.
What trophies did they win this year?
The one against us.
Yeah, so how much did you get for that? 2 million?
Oh, for the Carabao Cup?
You get like 2 million.
You get like 100 grand.
Yeah, so nothing. It's 2 million in the FA Cup, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
So I can't imagine that from last season to now, they've accumulated a whole bunch of money. They haven't sold many outgoing players, neither. So
they did last year with Anderson and Minter.
Yeah, but still, they've spent 50
They
mil.
didn't want to do that. They had to. They were forced to.
So the part of me feels like they don't have the money to spend 80 mil on Ekitike, and where is that money coming from? A potential bid for Isak from a Liverpool or an Arsenal, or maybe not even Arsenal anymore because they're going for Gyökeres. So if that's on the table, mate, you'd be a fool not to take that. I did say earlier it might be in bad taste, but again, I keep going back to the competitiveness of Diogo. Diogo wanted this team to win, and he wanted to be successful. And I don't think he would want the team to suffer for him. Does that make sense? I think he wants the team to prosper always, and that's the way I'm going to look at that. And so if Isak's got an opportunity to come to Liverpool, then get him in. But just be really conscious about how you get him in and how you're going to present him to the media, because first and foremost, Diogo is on our minds more than anything else. So, and
we've retired the shirt number now as well.
So just, yes, definitely. Who doesn't want Isak? Like, of course, get Isak in. But yeah, just be respectful about everything around
There's no way that they play Ekitike and Isak up front together.
They've been playing three at the top for years.
Too similar.
Right? And also, what's he going to do? He's going to change his entire system to have now 2 strikers. That doesn't make sense to me.
Way.
They don't have the money. The system's not set up for it. I don't buy that. I don't.
And there were actually links yesterday to Sesko to Liverpool as well.
No, don't want him. No, he scored like 15 goals. Something. It's not. Yeah. He's not good enough. He's like a £35 million player. That he's not. How much did he want? 60, 70?
Yeah.
No. Sorry.
No. Ibu Konate still hasn't signed that new deal. Rodrigo has been linked because of the fact that maybe he's not going to stay at Real Madrid this season. It is said, according to Liverpool.com, that the Reds are willing to offer Konate to Real Madrid in exchange for Rodrigo, with an extra 41 million thrown in as part of the deal. Whilst it's being described as tempting for Madrid.
For us?
Yeah.
41 mil for us, right? Or they want 41 million on top of Konate?
Yeah, there's just no way that's happening.
No effing way, lad.
No way. It's just not happening.
I don't care. Think. That's not a deal, lad.
Calm down, lad.
That club winds me up, lad.
I hate them, man. Each day that goes on, I hate them more.
41 million and Konate for Rodrigo, who you don't even play. No, is 100%. The answer.
But he still hasn't signed a new deal, so we need that. Or are you at the stage where you go, if you don't want to sign a new deal, just...
No, right. everything's just happened. I don't think it's appropriate for us to go, can I say you're going to sign this now, lad? Nah, it's not okay. Like, give it a little bit more time. I'm not going to get on his back or worry about this contract signing thing for anybody yet. I'm not, because of what's happened. If nothing had happened and it was still at this point, then I'd be a little bit worried right now. But after everything's going on, I can imagine Richard Hughes is not in his brain going, yeah, we need to go. It's totally inappropriate. Not good. So
I think it's going to be, whether we like it or not, it's going to be a really interesting kind of time how we deal with the end of the transfer window, which has still got, by the way, about 6 weeks left.
Yeah,
stuff's gonna happen.
I know.
And when that first thing does happen, it's gonna hit us all.
There will be I think if Darwin Nunez goes, then it sets off a chain of events type of thing. Does
Domino effect.
Yeah.
I think the Gyökeres one actually to Arsenal, that will trigger Isak, Ekitike, Sesko, maybe Nunez.
That's another thing. There is a real
domino attack.
Thing. He was heavily linked with Arsenal, right? Arsenal wanted him badly. Yeah. Now they're not. They're totally out of that. They're not going to get him. Gyökeres is going to Arsenal. It's going to happen. So, where else is he going to go, mate? Real Madrid? Where else?
United.
Newcastle are better than United.
Striker,
Newcastle are a better team than United.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Good podcast, that.
Sad one.
Really sad one, but a real one.
Yeah, it took me. I had to actually like change my body position and that to try and get me to stop welling up a little bit. Really, really sad.
It is, of course, man. But we do it for Diogo. We do it for you at home. So make sure, if you can, please smash that like button. Get your comments in about all the hot topics that we've spoken about today. Obviously, the tributes were incredible by Preston, but talk to us in the comments about the actual performance yesterday. Who did you like the look of? I don't think there was any bad points. It was a great result. Good minutes in the legs. Everyone gets a run out. Perfect. Yeah. No injuries. Perfect. Please. That is what you want from a pre-season game. Yeah. And the next pre-season game happens to be out in Hong Kong.
Oh yeah, who's going there, lad?
I am going there. I'm just having a triple check because I do believe that is the next game.
AC Milan?
Yeah. So it doesn't actually kick off. Hang on, pre-season.
When do you go?
I go on Wednesday the 24th, I think. So I'll be here on the Monday for the pre-season. Sorry, for the hot Kopics with you.
Yeah.
But that is our next game, isn't it?
26th of
in
July.
12 days.
Yeah.
And I'll be at that one in the Kai Tak Stadium. It's a 12:30 kickoff your time. I think my time it's like 8:30 or something at night. But
so this is the run of fixtures for pre-schedule. We've got Milan on the 26th, Yokohama on the 30th, Athletic Club on the 4th, and also another Athletic Club game.
Yeah, double header.
Is that like the
2
kids?
games?
Yeah, that's mad. That on the same day.
Same
5
day.
and 8.
I think the 5 o'clock one is with fans and the 8 o'clock one is behind closed doors.
I haven't said that. Is the grass going to be okay to play 2 90 minutes?
Just been relayed.
Okay.
Literally just been relayed yesterday.
It's always relayed every season. Yeah. They always relay. Yeah. Every club does that. That's why you end up if you go to a stadium.
2 games. Yeah, that's fine because then it's got 11 days to recover until the next game.
Yeah, because we're actually the FA sheet, the community
which
shield.
I'm at as well.
Yeah.
Which hopefully you should be.
I'd like to go there. Yeah, that'd be good. But then our first game, it's not far now, is it?
No,
we've got 1 month until the Premier League.
Month tomorrow.
How excited are we to get the Premier League going again, mate? I can't wait to just sit on a Saturday and a Sunday.
I'm still ready for another month though.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, I'm still ready for the next
month.
That
first game at Anfield's going to be special, right?
It's going to be so emotional.
Yeah.
And the 20th minute of every game now, we know what's going to happen.
I think it'll carry on all season as well, to be honest with you.
Maybe forever.
Yeah.
Maybe genuinely, maybe forever.
Become a Liverpool tradition.
So yeah, lots to come, and we'll obviously do a big match preview in Hong Kong. I'm so excited, by the way.
You're going to
Hong Kong,
lad?
man. I'm going to Hong Kong to watch the Reds. I'm going to be doing a match preview there, but the Monday before, we're really going to deep dive into what's going to be going on out there in pre-season, as well as Japan as well, which I'm not going to. But I can't wait to get out there in Hong Kong to see the Reds and see Florian Wirtz, probably for the first time as well.
I hope so.
So listen, guys, as I said, I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Please show us a bit of support today. Smash that like button. Get your comments into every single thing we've spoken about today. And, of course, we'll be back this time next week for much more of the same. Doyle, I love you, mate.
Love you too.
Thank you for everything that you've done for the channel. And thank you to you guys at home for supporting us. We love it. We love you. Keep it coming, and we'll see you soon. Take care.